Alrighty, it says we are live. I gotta figure out what's going on here with this. Otherwise, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you, Marlene. I see your welcome message. It's much appreciated. Oop, no, that's not what I want. I don't want full screen. I want to see comments. Okay. And I hope this is all working well. Let's see here. Okay, good. Hope you can hear me okay. And let's get the usual stuff up front in the chat. I usually try to get that done before now, but really was just up to the last minute doing some stuff. Um, Trying to organize here a little bit. So if you're new and you're watching and you want to participate, you need to email me. It's right here in the chat. Your real name, your YouTube name, if it's different than your real name, your shipping and PayPal information. And that's PayPal is what we use for invoicing here. I'm going to say that in the next statement here, and I use Pirate Ship for shipping, um, and I think that is the best way to ship. By the way, it's a great tool. I recommend it highly to anybody who does shipping. If you're in a casual, like me, you're not shipping on a daily basis necessarily, but it gives you some pretty decent discounts. I can give some examples of that. And I have given this information to many friends who have children that live away from them, and they often want to send something to them. And so, okay. And once I post sold in the chat, that's closes the bidding. Bidding is done in the chat. If you're not aware of that, if you're new, you just type it in, and I will sometimes do a buy it now, which will be a BIN. You'll see that. Sometimes I have multiple items. I don't think I'm doing multiple items tonight. I think I'm just going to avoid that. I'm in no hurry, and we'll talk about that again in a minute. In case you're new to my channel, I'll give you understand where things are. We do have some silver items tonight. I don't think I have any gold or gold plated. If I do, well, I'll try and give you the status on it. I can test some things, but I don't always do that. Just don't always have time. Okay. Let's see. How are we doing here? Oh, this is this little StreamYard's a little different new now. There's something changed here. So getting used to this newer interface here. So it's been about a month and a half, I guess. Yeah, our last auction we had was at the end of October. No, end of September. Sorry, end of September, and I think it was like the 24th. I want to say, and I haven't had a chance to do any more auctions since. In part because of multiple things going on. Even though I was technically working part-time, I was working extra. Let's put it that way. And we had a lot of health issues going on at the same time, which complicated that. And we got a new puppy, which has been getting me up in the middle of the night a lot. So thank you, Marlene. I appreciate that. So we will have some, we've accumulated a bit of stuff over the past several weeks. I'm not going to be able to get through all of it tonight. I can guarantee that. I'm not staying up that late, but I am not restricted as to how late I can stay up, in a sense, really. I mean, like I said, we have a new puppy, so I do have to get out there sometime. I may have to cut it short if the puppy. I did put her out, and she should be good for a few hours, but one never knows. She's going to be 8 months old at the end of this coming week, so getting better. So yeah, so there's a bunch of changes I've been noticing. YouTube, I guess, has been making changes as well, but StreamYard, which is what I use here for doing my live feeds, is definitely that is definitely different. Yeah, it looks different. I'm not quite sure I like it actually, but anyway, oh, and I mentioned this in the past too, that I'm more than happy to entertain somebody joining me, and we, and especially now that I have more time. So Let's see. Why does it keep asking me if I want to present or invite? It's kind of weird. Okay, so all right. And I'm still sorry. I'm looking at my screen here. Okay. For the new folks, anybody new that's here or watching the video later, if you see something you're interested in and you missed the auction, email me. If it's available, I'll let you know, and you're going to have it for the price that we started at. So, this. Oh, hey, Kelly. Oh, yeah, a new handle. I see. Cool. For some reason, and this is what I noticed is different. All of a sudden, for my thing, it's starting to show my handle as opposed to my name, Vintage Dust, which I'm not sure why. And that's the same thing for some of you folks as well. It's showing me your handle and not your YouTube name, if you have a YouTube name. I gotta take a look at that and figure out what's going on with that. But it may be a setting or something I had to fix. Like I said, there's been changes, so I have. But oh, Beth's on. Oh, I love Beth. She's great. 3 hours ago and still going. Wow, good for her. So, well, I thought I'd give it Sunday night a shot. It used to be that Mike used to be on Sunday nights and around this time frame, I think, from usually from 7 or I think he started around 7 or 7:30 to about 10. And I know there's another person that usually jumps on around 10 o'clock or so, maybe 9 o'clock. She varies her start time so I'm kind of shooting for the middle here. And I know where there's others that start in the afternoon on Sunday. I'm hoping this a better time for the folks on the West Coast. So yeah, there's always multiple people. Can't be helped. That can't be helped. We just do what we can do. And I do know, and I've done this myself, watch more than one auction at a time. I gotta fix this camera. It's a little high. There we go. And so I've done it too. So if I'm on my computer, I can do that. If I'm on my phone, I can't. But anyway, and we often watch it on our big screen TV downstairs, which has a Roku YouTube. So yeah. There's a bunch of red eyes. I know Kim, for example, they usually start around 10 or 10:30, and Pam and I'm trying to think who the other person was. I'm drawing a blank now. Oh, Amy sometimes too. So I know a lot of those folks, and some of them have been here in the chat. So it's been very nice. Anyway, so for you new, we're up in northwest Vermont. We did get snow, and it's snowing right now, actually. We lost most of it to the rain, and so it's in the 30s right now. I think it was like 34, 33 degrees. It's right on that fringe. So the snow's falling, but not necessarily accumulating much. But the mountains, Mount Mansfield, which I can see from my house, as of before we had the rain, there was 38 inches at the stake at the top of the mountain. That is a record, I guess it was November 17th, as I recall. That was a record date for snowfall or snow accumulation at the top of the mountain. Most of the ski areas are open now. They always try to open by Thanksgiving, and if there's not a lot of snow, they make snow. So I know Killington, Jay Peak are open for sure. I guess Smuggler's Notch. And I saw a bunch of them got some really top ratings from various ski magazines and ski surveys and all that kind of stuff recently. So that's pretty cool too. We're about 25 minutes from Smuggler's Notch. I don't ski. I used to cross country, but I never did downhill much. Anyway, okay, enough chit chat. Let's see. I think I appreciate those folks that did tune in yesterday to my sort of preview, sort of here's what's happened, kind of this work to in our world. And I do apologize. I think, and I did confirm, yes, I do have at least two invoices. Sorry, that I need to get out to folks from the very last auction, I think, and I didn't realize that until I started doing some cleanup. I'm sitting in a room right now that is in some spots literally floor to ceiling with stuff, and you can see some of the stuff behind me. The reason that looks like it's floor to ceiling back there, and that's a slanted that's the pitched roof there right there. So it isn't technically as high as the what's above my head, but it is an old house. The house was built in 1857, and so it's old. And the ceilings are quite low. I can reach up. I'm 5'10", and I can reach up and touch the ceiling. So, but anyway, okay, let's get started. I have Christmas items tonight. I'm trying to get a head start on the Christmas stuff, and I picked up a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we have a tin roof. We replaced the house originally had a slate roof back before we owned it, and the slate's all piled up on the wood somewhere. And I sold off a bunch of it actually. But we have a tin roof, and when it's raining or thunderstorms, it's noticeable. Or hailstorm. We don't get hailstorms very often, though. Pretty rare. So what did I say? I've got Christmas ornaments, Christmas items actually in general, some jewelry, some purses. I'm looking around here. We'll see what I can get to beyond that. I did have a one Ray Dunn item, and I think that's pretty much going to cover it. I was showing yesterday the goldfish in a bowl glass piece. It turns out it's Murano. It's signed. And that, unless there's somebody out there with some deep pockets, most likely not going to put that up tonight. I'll probably have it out there on Etsy or eBay or both, and we'll see how it goes. If nobody bites it, then I'll bring it back to auction. I'll let it go cheap. But that's the way things are. I am. It's funny. This time of year, usually I'm not so. It is signed too. It's a nice piece. I can't believe that somebody was asking for this thing on Etsy. I don't know if it's really worth that much, but sometimes people ask ridiculous prices for what I think. For some of these items. So try to be. I try to be more reasonable. I think on my pricing. So, and I haven't been doing much with eBay or Etsy or Poshmark lately. So it's gonna. Now that I'm not working, I should have more time. But like I said, we've been kind of busy with the pooch. So, all right, let me clean up some of the mess on my computer screen here because I'm getting messages from my security systems here. Okay, there we go. All right. So let's switch cameras. I hope you can hear me okay. I kind of reconfigured my computer and tried to reposition some things and what else? And also just generally just try to clean up some of the mess around here. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Okay, let me switch cameras. Like I said, go to the jewelry. We're going to start with some jewelry. I don't usually start with jewelry, but we will today because I have a lot of everything. So let's do that. And so we'll start. Like I said, this is a combination jewelry Christmas. I guess you'd sort of say. So let me bring that up a little closer because I can see it better. And do I have that light on? Yeah, I do. Okay. So you can see there's a pair of little earrings here that look like Christmas light bulbs. Cute, huh? So just type this up here. Pardon me. I'm not a fast typer, even though I've been doing this for 40 years. Earrings. Oh, let's start these at, I don't know, $5, I guess. I mean, you might see a lot of $5 items tonight. We'll see. So, okay. And we'll show that up on the screen. But there they are. And then there are shepherd hooks. There are oops. There we go. Dropping them already because I got them too close to the edge. So they are shepherd's hooks. As you can see, I got the little. I found my little bag of back, those little rubber backing things to put on earrings. So I see Marlene at 5. So, excuse me. And I'm going to have to tell you, even though I was about to say, even though usually after we've had these heavy frosts and stuff, my allergies get better, but for some reason this year, it ain't happening. So something must be in the firewood that we use that has got my allergies in a bunch. So, I may have to stop and pause for a drink or lozenge here at some point. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing any other bids. The next bid, well, I didn't say, sorry, I didn't mention. So bidding increments are $1 up to $10, $2 after that. And I don't usually go much beyond that. So, and that's what I'm going to stick with tonight. So, oh yeah, those, I put them on there mostly to keep them from falling off the card. It keeps them together. If I don't do that, they fall off the card, and then they, and they get all everything gets all mixed up in where I have them stored. So, but I literally have a jar, actually a jar and a bag full of the metal backings that go on post earrings. I scored that the other day, and so I got a bunch of those, so I can replace or repair earrings that have got damaged backs, so push on backs. So okay, we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. And it's sold to Marlene for $5. Okay. Thank you. Let me write your name. I'm just going to do this and put it in the bag right now. Put your name on the bag. And today is the 23rd. Okay. Alrighty, let's go with our first Christmas item. Well, let's say that was a pseudo Christmas item in the sense of earrings. And I have, like I said, I have so much stuff I could be showing tonight. So much. But I really want to focus on the Christmas stuff because it's Christmas time. So, okay. So I'm just going to grab them at random here, and this is brand new in the box. Let me get rid of that message. Yeah, they always raise their prices, or especially this time of year, there's always a surcharge anyway. So it can't be helped, unfortunately. Okay, so we have a Enchanted Evening baking soda holder, and it's brand new. It says Beth Vincent Stevens is a designer. We'll call it that. You can see there's the holes in the top of the igloo, and there's the cute little guy. And yes, it comes in the original box. I think this was from. Let's see if there's a date on here, but I don't remember. So exquisite. It says Scott's Collectibles of Distinction. Exquisitely crafted giftware combines creativity, inspiration, with Scott's collection of fine products. And has a gift number 6349. So I hadn't even thought about what to ask for this, but so we will start this baking soda holder. Oh, let's start it at $5. And if there's any interest in it, bubble wrap out of the way. I was looking to see if there's a date on here, but I didn't see one. The box is a little damaged on the top, just so you're aware. But so if you wanted to use this as a gift, you could still. The box is not perfect. I don't think this was ever used. I mean, look at the stopper on the bottom. It looks like it's clean. It's very clean. You can see the name of the person on there, the Beth Vincent Stevens, made in China. Aren't they all? If there's any interest in the little baking soda holder, sorry. I call it Christmas, but technically there's no reference to Christmas on this, but consider it like a Christmas gift, I guess, for lack of a better thing. And so we'll go with that. And what did I do? My other bag stuff there. I do have a few, several. I have Hallmark ornaments coming up as well. So, I see Kelly at 5. And we will say, going once, going twice. Oh, excuse me. I have to get a sip of water here. Ready. And last call. And sold to Kelly for $5. I gotta remember, I should write this down in 2 places so that way I don't make a mistake. Okay. And that'll be Mr. Lenny. Okay. Got to put enough of a description on my writing when I'm writing things down, so I know what it is when I go to package it up. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm not sure that the bubble wrap is the original, but it seems to be the right amount of bubble wrap for it. So I'm guessing it probably is. I will wrap it probably even more than what it fits tight in that box, I'll tell you. Okay, let me set that aside. I want to write on it, so let me just do that. Okay. There we go. Now, as you saw in the if you watch it, some I know quite a few watched the preview. If you saw that, we that big box of jewelry. There'll be a few items out of that tonight, and a few others that weren't in that box. Okay. I'm gonna. Usually, some of the stuff I usually wait till later, but I think I'm gonna do some of the stuff really early. Oh, I got some. I got one really oddball item. Let me get this off the screen. I'm gonna show it to you. And I couldn't believe I did comp this because I had never seen this before. Onion goggles. You wear these goggles when you're mincing, cutting onions to protect your eyes. Is anybody interested? I looked these up. I think these are not cheap. I was really surprised. I thought this but anyway, I'm not going to ask a lot because I can pass on my savings to you. So I'm going to start this at $6. This time of year when you guys are doing a lot of baking and stuff like that, right? So yeah, it is. But they really, I looked these up. I comp it. You go look these up. They're made by this company, RSVP, tear-free onion goggles for chopping, mincing, dicing, slicing. There's a sticker on the bottom covering up that it says. Oh, but I do have one disclaimer, and that's why I was pulling the sticker off to show you. There's a sticker on it, or the sticker residue on the bottom here. It says fits most face shapes, but will not fit over glasses. So if that's a problem for you, and it is a problem, my wife would have loved to keep these, but she wears glasses, and she has to wear glasses. If she wasn't wearing glasses, she could cut herself. So, and I'm getting as bad as she is. So, anti-fog lenses, comfortable foam seal says here, and I don't know. RSVP, made in Taiwan, not made. Well, that's essentially it's a little Chinese, but it's not China. And but yeah, I see Kelly at 6. So thank you. And we'll say going once. I did think of it as a rather unusual item to bring up, but I thought yeah, it's the right time of year. People are doing a lot of baking, a lot of cooking. You're gonna be, that kind of stuff. So I thought, what the heck, we'll put it out there. There you go. Good. Oh yeah, man. I never thought of that. That'd be great. We used to do that at IBM. You were limited to, I think it was less than $10 or less, and we would do the Santa swap. I think they call it something like that, or Yankee swap. And and you always looked for something unusual. And I tell you, some of the stuff that went, it got to be hilarious. It was there was this one like a stuffed. It was a plushie, but it was a snake, but it was huge. It was like the size of a python. And whoever got it, I don't think they kept. I think they spent more than $10 on it. But you can do a swap with if you look it up sometime, you go do a Yankee swap. And the crazy thing about it is you get to pick when your name gets drawn, you pick a gift, but you can take your gift and swap it for somebody else's. And that darn snake went. I don't know how many different people wanted that thing desperately. It was crazy, really crazy. Yeah, put that down. Thank you, Kelly. So, yeah, you definitely. It's a fun game. You need a good person to run it, to keep it under control. But other than that, it was really a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. We did some earrings. Let's see, what have we got here? I have rings too tonight too. So, all right, let's do this. Like I said, I got a lot of. I did mention this yesterday that I'll have some $5 items, and I'm doing that. I want to make sure I'm being honest about that. I have a bunch of $5 items tonight, or at least starting at 5. And you guys can get them up higher if you really want. But this is an unusual necklace. I did try to look it up to figure out what the stone is. It is a stone. It's cold, and it's on a gold tone chain. And let me get the camera positioned better here. And maybe like an alabaster, maybe. I wasn't quite sure, but it's definitely a stone cross, gold tone chain. And typing is terrible. We'll start this at $5. And it's marked Korea. So I'll show it up close here. And I think it's about an 18 or so chain. Let me double check that. That was one of the good things about cleaning my place up, is I was able to find my ruler again. Looks like 18, maybe even a little more. On the length of the chain. And the tag on the clasp is marked Korea, and that's it. No other markings. I don't know if it's pretty tiny. I don't know if it'll show up or not. My fingers are kind of shady, covered in it. And I can't make that out. Maybe if I bring my light around to the side. But, and I say it's got this, you can see not a very large stone cross. Very simple, but elegant. I want to call it. We call it simple, elegant, but simple but nice. If I can get that Korea to show up, wait, light over there. Probably not. It's not going to focus on it. But anyway, it says Korea on the chain. Anything interesting in that? So, excuse me. And I took the bag. I just dropped it. What did I do with it? Oh well. Oh, there it is. Anyway, so it was one of the interesting pieces I fun, and like I said, it is definitely stone. We just couldn't make out. I couldn't make out for sure what kind of stone. It's very unusual. Okay, well, we'll pass on that. No problem. And pass. Okay. What next? What next? What next? What next? Oh, let's go with another ornament. Let's grab this one. I think. So this is a Hallmark ornament from 2001, and it appears to be new in the box. I say that because it is in the box. It is, but now Hallmark, they discontinue, right? They don't do these things every year. So this one's called A Little Nap. New from the Keepsake Collector Series from 2001. Let's see here. Let's call this Little Nap. Is this considered an ornament? Decoration. Okay. It says Snowball and Tuxedo. Are the two characters on there. So I guess that is an ornament, yeah. We'll start this at boy. And I didn't comp this one, so I'm gonna just give you a shot at it at $6, I guess. Getting strange texts here. But I can open the box here. Give me a second. Is there any interest? So I guess take it out of the box. It's in its original. Looks like that's the original bubble wrap. In there pretty tight. The little Hallmark does the bubble wrap is like an envelope. So there it is. And there's where you put there's a little loop on the top right there where you can put your hook for ornament, or you can just set it on there. And it does have a 2001 date on the bottom. I see Kelly at 6. And we will keep going here. We'll say going once. Going twice. Last call. And so do Kelly. $6. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll put it right back in that nice little bubble wrap envelope. Them, I should him, not him, them. Don't know if it's a he or he. So we'll say they. And back in the box they go. My granddaughter actually works at a Hallmark store, and she said they have these clubs. Apparently, there's a club that you have that the people joined, and they get early chances to get in there. Veracruz, Mexico, crochet shrimps to decorate. Ooh, I mean, shrimp after a while gets a bit pretty rank. I assume it must be dried somehow or something. Okay. Oh, let's see here. I did mention we have purses. Let's just do one. Let's do one. This one is not new, I don't think. But it is made by somebody called Country Prevent, and this Prevent Call. Okay. It's a cloth purse, and I'll show you here in a second. And oh, it still has the tags on it. I didn't realize that until just now. That's pretty cool. Oh, it even has the original price, is it? Maybe? Oh, yeah. This went for $40. Oh, originally 54. Now 40. I don't know if you can see that. It says Country Provencal hip bag. Samsonite. So, gee, let me bring the camera up a little bit more. I really got to back up to show this thing. The sacks will be coming up in a little bit. This looks like it's about a foot. Yeah, almost a foot. 12 inches there, and almost 10 across. Between 9 and 10. Yeah, about 10 across. Zippers here. Pouch here. The back is not. And it's got a nice wide strap, which is kind of cool, and adjustable, of course. There's that, and let's see what they say the material is. Polyester, and it's machine washable. So, with pockets on the inside and a zipper on the top. I can grab it, just to show you that it does work. The zipper works. Like I say, well, it still has a tag, so I gotta assume that this thing is in really good shape. So I want to call this the because it's easier for me to type it, a hip bag. And we'll start the bids at, oops, what did I just do? Like I said, these new screens drive me crazy. It looks like Vera, but it's not. Yeah, it's very similar. Hip bag. We'll start this one at $10. That sounds fair. I think, considering it was originally a $40 purse at one time. Well, actually, $54 if we go by that price that was written out. And so, yeah. Brand new, or new with tags, I guess you could sort of say. I didn't see any usage on the inside. I mean, if they used it and kept the tags on it, it'd be kind of unusual. I suppose people do. But there's nothing in there, and it's really, really clean. So I see Kelly at 10, and of course now we're above at 10. So anything above this is $2 increments, which is not a big change. But not gonna, excuse me. Looks like another sip of water. Yeah, I've got a bag full of bags here. I think I don't. Well, maybe a couple of these might be ones I showed last September, so I got to be careful with that. But yeah, that Saks one that you guys see is all leather, so that's really nice. Okay. yeah, sort of fancy wallpaper. Yeah, I can see that. We one of the guys we watch on YouTube. Remember, we like to watch things about homes and things like that. But this guy, he does videos on abandoned homes, and it's pretty interesting. Some of the old ones he does from that are 200 years old or so. Some of the wallpaper is pretty interesting. But we're gonna see. We're gonna say going once here. Going twice. And we've watched him off and on for about a year or so, and I've watched some of his older videos, and you can tell he's learning about houses and in different styles, like Ionic columns and Roman columns and Greek columns and different types of doors and that kind of stuff. So he's learning as he goes. I suspect that people are probably putting comments in his videos as well, helping and we say sold to Kelly. And so yeah, he's an interesting guy to watch. And I tell you, some of these houses he finds, like this one we watched the other day, it was abandoned for like 10 or 15 years, but it was in pretty good shape. As long as the roofs are intact, they seem to survive pretty well. But once the roof gets a leak, oh man, all bets are off as far as the house looks. So. But anyway, let's put that over there. Let me write that down. Put those on my list. All right. Proline call to Kelly. Oh, I almost forgot the little bear ornament. It's also the Kelly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's amazing what quality, and like I say, not just in clothing, but like I say, some of these houses, the way they were built, and I've learned a lot about housing and things like that. Like I said, our house was built in 1857, so you learn a lot about why these things are so durable. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do next? Joy. All right, let's try this one. This would be a nice gift. This is on the original card. Let me get it flipped over here. For some reason it's twisted. Let's see if I can untwist it here. Give me a second. Nope, it won't untwist. Hang on. I think I showed this one too in last previous auction, but we'll give you guys a it's a Laura Conrad piece. And it's got a really, really long chain, so I'm trying to fix that so it's not so. Yeah, and there's the problem with it. It's on this long chain. Let me bring the camera up. So hang on. We'll do it this way. Bring the camera down, and then we'll give you a better look at it. And I think it even tells you how long the chain is. 32-inch chain on this thing. And so Laura Conrad necklace. And we'll start this one at $7. And we'll give you a better look at it here in a second. And this is, I think it was never, this is on the original card. So you can see the pendant there. I had to twist it. I apologize. It's for some reason it was on. And you can see the extender right there and the LC on the little tag. And still has the price on it. The original price was $18. Made in Vietnam. But see, what happens is like it for some reason on the display it's flipped around, so you don't see the stones or crystals or whatever they are on there. So it's a 32-inch with a 3-inch extender, so that's a pretty long chain. It says it contains at least some 50% recycled material, metal. That's interesting. So they call it. They don't say what the material is in here, do they? In the back? I'm looking at the back here. Doesn't say. But there it is. Is that interest? Yeah. I think their logo is a little different. Let me see if I can get that to show on the camera, but the lighting's not quite. Oh, we go. So there's their logo. So you see it's a little different. But you're right, yeah. I can see we could confuse that with List Claiborne, yeah. So, okay. We'll leave that up for a minute here, a few seconds while I decide what we're going to bring up next. Oh, let's go with a big item. I say big, I mean large. I mean expensive. So I have shown this. I think I showed this last year around Christmas time, or before Christmas. It is a very. I was surprised. I know I've looked this up before. I'm gonna see if I can look it up again and give you an idea, a little bit better idea of what you're getting here. what people are asking for this thing. Somebody on OfferUp is going to have. Let me see if we can make it OfferUp. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right, we'll pass on this to Laura Conrad. And I'm going to show you this next item. This is a projector with 12 videos included. And it's not just Christmas, but what you do is you can set the projector up and it project against your window. I don't, you see, it says it includes the USB, HDMI inputs, horizontal and vertical orientation, includes a screen, 12 video playlists, and a built-in speaker. It is literally a projector. Let me back the camera up here because you're not seeing the whole thing. So you can see it is literally a projector. And I'll tell you right now, somebody on OfferUp is asking $60 for this thing. I don't know. I can't guarantee it works. But if it doesn't work, I will refund you. But it does have Halloween too. So it's got two different holidays that you can use it for. It includes with these 12 videos. And so they show the picture on the side here. What they do is you put your screen against your window and you project it to that screen in your window. All right. So, like I said, I just told you what somebody else is asking for it. I'm going to start it at $15. Now, like I said, not everybody can use this because maybe you don't have a window or a way of setting it up. So, and then that's why I'm keeping the price reasonable. But maybe you know somebody who would love to have this projection system. So it is in the box, and everything seems to be there when I looked at it. I did not test it, but again, I will guarantee it. And if it doesn't work for you, I will. And if it does, and if you want to make some money on it, buy it for $15. Put it out there on eBay for 30 or 40 or whatever you think you can get for it, and you've got some money made. I just don't want to. This is one of those things I just didn't want to bother with, to be honest with you. So, but I give you a pass on some great deals. Like I said, Mark only says great deals. So we're going to say going once, and it's a big item to ship, so I want to give you a decent, price for that too. So going twice, and I'm passing on my savings to you. So last call. Like I say, this is it probably weighs about 2 or 3 pounds anyway. I gotta think, maybe closer to 5. Oops, I mistyped 15, but it's all right. You know what I mean. I did it again. Hit the shift key. Don't do that. There. Okay. Thank you, Kelly. Oh no, great. Like I said, and it looks like they show some of the videos here on the side. So the Halloween ones and the Christmas ones and all that kind of stuff. So some pretty cool stuff. So let me write that down. Thank you. I really hope you enjoy it. I just don't have a way of using it. I used to have if you look at my YouTube channel, some of my past stuff from years ago, if you have to go back about 2 years and see some of my Christmas lights displays, you'd be pretty impressed. So thank you. Okay, let's go with, I haven't done this yet. So any Ray Dunn folks out there? Camera down. It looks to be, I didn't see any staining in it, so I'm assuming this is, and if you look at the bottom, you can usually tell from the bottom whether it's been kicking around a lot. It says adventure. So Ray Dunn adventure. mug. We'll start this at $6. Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, that's cool, Kelly. I really hope it's fun. I'm a kind of a techie kind of guy. I just just didn't work for me. So I picked it up, thinking I could use it, and when I looked at the specs and how it was set up and things, it just didn't work for my house layout. So, oh yeah, they go for quite a bit. Like I said, I didn't pay squat for it, so it got it cheap. And I'm just looking to give it to somebody who wants to do something with it or resell it. I'm not, I'm trying to. I think I mentioned this back in September or maybe October. If I did it, I think I did a brief video back in October. Some of the stuff I just need to liquidate, so I just got to get it out of here. I'm sitting in a room of stuff, and my kids look up here and they say, "Oh my God, what are you going to do with all that stuff?" I say, "I'm trying to sell it." So I need to get rid of some of it. So, oh, I see Kelly at 6 for the Ray Dunn mug, and everybody else that wants it for 7 is going to start. We're going to start counting that down. Going once, and going twice. Like I said, it looks pretty clean. I don't see any staining on the inside. And we're tea drinkers in our household, so I know what staining looks like. And it's last call. And it's sold, Kelly. Okay. Thank you. Let me set that aside. Give me a second. I gotta reach over and do that. There. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, joy. So I'm gonna try and mix it up. And we didn't do earrings for a while. Let's do earrings. Get it out of the bag here. Give me a second. Okay, let's put it on this so you can see it better. These are post earrings. I don't believe these are stone, so I think they are, and it's gold toned. Let me get this up closer here so get a better focus on it. There we go. And then I can see if I can cut that glare out. There we go. Okay. That's a kind of an odd. I wouldn't call it green. I wouldn't call it aqua. So because I don't know. I'm just going to call them the green, gold tone square earrings, just so I don't. I don't know what color to assign it, so I'm going to stay on the safe side and not assign the color at all. Okay, this sort of. Well, I'll bring it up closer here. Oh, I'll get that off get that message off the screen there. That would help, huh? Yeah, I didn't see a name on them. Let me take them off the card, and I'll show you the back. So I they have a pretty nice wide pin on the back, and there's the side. Let's see, keep my hand steadier here. Hang on. And so there's the design. You can see it's not a solid back. I didn't see a name on it anywhere. But let me take my. I'll just to be on the safe side. I'll check with my loop really quick. They're not dichroic, but I don't think they're glass. It doesn't feel cold to me. I'm just checking the sides in case there's any kind of labeling on the side, but I don't think there is. But $5 is what I want to say anyway, no matter what I find. They're just gold tone, they're not gold. But let me see if it helps show it against my hand, give you a better idea of the color. Sometimes that helps better to give you an idea of the color and the way it's mounted. And put it back on the card. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and it's a good question. I do have some dichroic glass pieces, but I just haven't. I don't think I've got any showing tonight. So, but anyway, there they are. Okay, and so while you're perusing that, let's go with another. Oh, this thing's been making noise on me all night. Bring that up. Yeah, go with this. Okay, we're going. Oh, I see Kelly at 5. Turn my head away and put in a bid. We'll see, going once, going twice. Last call. And sold to Kelly for $5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me write your name on that. And put your name on the list. And you can probably hear what's coming next. There. Okay. And let's put this up. We have a lovely little Christmas-oriented music box. Back this up a bit. Hope you can hear that. They sort of, and I always check the music boxes before I, bring them up to you folks. So let's see. Let me just go with the Children and Tree music box. And we'll start this at, $9. And so it just says underneath, made in Taiwan, caution, turn to play, do not overwind. And underneath that it says, Kmart, I think that's what it says. Limited something or other. Oh, there's no Kmart anymore, so it is a little dusty. It needs to be cleaned. It's been in storage for a while, so let me bring it around here because it's winding down. So it's about must be Looks like it's about almost 7 inches tall, not quite. And it comes in a box, I think, or did it? No, that one didn't come in a box. No, that one did not. So it'll have to get wrapped up tightly. If there's any interest in that. Okay. Meanwhile, while it's there, I'm going to put Kelly's earrings aside. I have, and I tried to sell this, I think, a year or two ago around Christmas. I have one of those Christmas trains that you put around your tree, the big ones. It's a pretty good size. It's like kind of like it would be similar to O scale, but this thing is so huge. The shipping is just incredibly stupid. So I'll be probably putting it up on the local market for sale, but it's too bad because it really is nice. It's brand new. And okay, well, no interest in the music box. That's okay. It is cute. It is adorable. But it is safe. I have probably I must have somewhere in the order of about 8 to 10, maybe more, music boxes of various assortments. So that we've accumulated over the years. So we will pass on this one. And I had I'm gonna jump on the what she said about adorable earrings and show you another pair. Just a sec. Of Christmas-oriented earrings, and I'm just gonna see if it will stay like this. Oops, let me get rid of that on the screen. Yeah, I have those somewhere. You're right, and I don't remember. I'll have to dig them out. I can't remember where I put them. So here's another kind of decorative earring set. So I'm gonna. These are the Christmas tree earrings. We'll start these at $4. Oh, geez, I keep knocking them down when I try to display them like that. So we'll bring them up close. Let's bring up the camera a little closer instead of trying to bring it to the camera. There you go. You can see what they look like. A little metal wire Christmas trees on a shepherd hook. And it does have the rubber backs on there to keep them from falling off the card. I see Kelly at 4. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely say Christmas, huh? Yeah. So, all right, we'll say going once. Going twice. Helps with the other key. Last call. And sold to Kelly for $4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And write that down. And put that up there with your other stuff. Okay. Let's do another purse. I think I showed this one in the preview as well. This one comes with, this one's a little different too. This one's the Liz and Company. I'm trying to see, I'm just trying to find the tag on the inside to tell you if it's what it says it's made of, but I'm assuming it's not leather. That it's, yeah, it's not. Okay. All right, let's get this up. Let's get this up there so you can see it. And bring the camera up a little. There we go. We'll start this one at $10. Now, it has an extra little wallet. I'm calling it a wallet, for lack of a better term. Coin bag, whatever you want to call it, inside. It's kind of an off-white cream. I guess you call it a cream color. It has the zipper pouch in the front where you can put credit cards or a phone. And the zipper works fine. There's the inside, more pouches on the inside. And Liz and Company again in there. Another zippered pouch here. Again, I'll demonstrate that the zippers all work. And then it has a zipper on the top. Hard to do this when I'm turning around at an angle. But there's that. That zipper works. And then it has a pouch towards the back side. There's a little bit of a stain right there. You know what? Because of, I don't know if that's just dirt or... I just saw that for the first time. The bottom is clean, though, so I'm a little confused by that. But it's not a visible. I'm going to show it to you. You can see it. It may be something very easy to clean. This is polyvinyl chloride, I think they call it, or something like that. Oh, yeah, really? Oh, wait, I'm not, I don't pay attention. I guess I don't pay attention to that much about what color they're using. But if you want to, I can change that to, I would take a little less because of that one stain. If that's a bothersome to somebody, it wouldn't bother me. So I see that when I first looked at it, but okay. Well, there it is. It says Liz and Company. It says there. It says on the inside. It's just not a really long strap. That's why I'm calling it a bag. And it is adjustable. So it looks like this. Well, I don't think so. This is decorative. I think the pieces on the side are just decorative. Yeah. So it's a nice wide strap though. Sure. Yes, Kelly, I'll take 8. Like I said, I didn't. If I hadn't seen the stain, So I'm gonna, unless somebody jumps in, I'm just gonna say sold to Kelly. Hope I spell your name right. For $8. Hobo style. Oh, okay. That's what that is. And I'm sure whatever that is because it's polyvinyl chloride. I'm pretty sure that you can take that out. I've got cleaner right here. I could even try if you want me to, but yeah. So thank you. Let me write that down. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I was going to do another ornament. Sure. Another Hallmark keepsake. And this one is from... What year is this one from? I'm trying to find the year on it. 2006. Toy Maker Santa. Oops, let me get the message on the screen. Yeah, I have, and I'm running out of it too. I got to get some more. J.R. Watkins All-Purpose Cleaner, Larousse Dirt Grease, Lemon, free from dyes and bleach. It's made with plant-based ingredients. My wife used to sell Watkins products, and she probably still could if she wanted to back into it. But it's a really, really good cleaner. I love it, and I'm almost out of it. But anyway, so there's this ornament, and we'll take it out of the box here in a second. What was I going to do with that? Oh yeah, we can take it out of the box. Again, it's in the bubble wrap. So there's the box. 2006. Looks like it's in good shape. It's, I'm going to say. And I was just talking about that. Look, it's got a little train that goes around the circle. It's actually got a moving part. I don't think it. No, I don't see any place for any kind of thing. It just does happens to have the moving part. I think we'll do the same as we did on the other one. What did they call this one? The Santa Toy Maker Santa. We'll start this at $6 as well. So, yeah, I've seen the prices on Hallmark are kind of all over the place when it comes to some of these things, and so I just try to be reasonable. But you see, it does have a moving part. Let me show you up close here, and then you can see the dates, of course, on the bottom again. It's extremely clean. I mean, this thing's not even dusty. There's the loop to hang it with. If you want to hang it on your tree. The little moving part there with the train. Okay, well, we'll say going once. Going twice. Last call. Yeah, prices are all over the place. I know there are some that are highly collectible, and maybe because of rarity or certain characteristics or that kind of thing. But like I said, my daughter works at the Hallmark, so these people paying, well, they get a discount because they're joining this club, so they get to go buy stuff early. But she said they'll come in and spend $200-300 on these things. It's like, whoa. I mean, they're buying them new, so she doesn't buy them. No, she doesn't. She gets a discount, being an employee there, but she's in college, so she's part-time. She's trying to save her money. I didn't say daughter. I said granddaughter, right? So she's only 20. So, or no, she's turning 20, coming up soon. So, but yeah, sold and sold. Thank you, Kelly. And you put him back in this nice little bubble wrap package here, and back in his box. There. Okay. Let me write that down. Thank you. I didn't say it already. Put that up there with the rest of your stuff. I need a bigger box. Jewelry. We just did purse. Let's do jewelry. I know I'm forgetting something besides. Oh, gee. No, let's do something really different. I don't generally do a lot of clothing, but for those who have watched my auctions in the past, you have seen this from me. Scarves. These are I have more than one. This is the first of some of the ones I have. The silk scarf. It is silk. And yeah. So yeah, even with her discounts. She's more into Legos than she is Hallmark. She will spend crazy money on Legos. So, okay, silk scarf. We'll start with this one. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how you would describe the color on this. It's kind of a maroonish. I don't think there's a name. Let me see if there's a name of it. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, so this is Liberty of London. 100% silk. Made in Italy. So I'm going to call it the Liberty Silk Scarf. We're going to start this at $8. And I'm going to do, so you can see the whole thing, I'm going to switch cameras to me. So give me a second. I'll give you a better view of the scarf. And I see Marlene already at 8. We want to give you the full benefit of what it looks like. I'm going to try and I'm not going to be able to show all of it, but I'll give you a pretty good idea what it looks like. It's got to be, I don't know, a couple feet across anyway. Square scarf. And I'll show you, I'm going to switch cameras back again. So just, you can see the other camera, and I'm going to show you the tag just so you can see it. And the made in Italy, and that it's 100% silk. I do see your bid, so at $8. Yeah, this is pretty big. Let me see if I can find my tape measure. I'll give you an idea of the length here. Give me a second. I'm going to guess it's got to be close to 2 feet. It's square, so I'll just have to measure one edge. Make it easy. Even has the Liberty embroidered into the side of it. I don't know much about. I mean, my wife saw this scarf and she said, "I like it. You definitely would have some people interested in this." Looks like it's 33, 34, 34. I would say 34 square. So. But yeah, but this one's nice, and see, anything made in Italy generally is really good quality. And we'll see it at $8. We're gonna say going once, going twice. The last call. Sorry, I'm trying to get a sip of water in here. And sold to Marlene for $8. There. Okay, let me set that aside and write it down. They call that the Liberty scarf, right? Like I said, I've got a couple others as well. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do Christmas again. Actually, I've got quite a bit of stuff in there. Anybody interested in some hand-decorated glass ornaments? I didn't even try to comp these, but I do know that these go for crazy prices. Some of them, I don't know. This one says it was hand-decorated glass ornaments created by European craftsmen. So let's go. We're just going to call it decorated ornaments, glass ornaments. Again, I will guarantee these for shipping. So if you're worried about them making it safely, I will, reimburse you if something happens to them. Let's start these at. I'm going to really give you a good deal here. I think I'm going to start these at $8. I think. Let me double check the box here. I don't think there was an original price on here anywhere. No. It says they were made in Romania. We'll start at the $8. So, and they seem to be okay as far as I can tell. I did not take them out of the box. I'm going to try to carefully open the box here. It's not. Oh, it's stapled. So this is never out of the box. This box is stapled shut, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 staples on this side, and 4 staples on that side. So I'm not taking this out of the box. It is staying right there. But they appear to be okay. They're each in their own little plastic thing, and I will assume that if they shipped it this far from without them breaking in that package, I guess I can ship it to whomever wants them hopefully without them breaking. Oh, and I should mention, like somebody mentioned about shipping earlier, about the prices going up at the post office. I usually use whatever's the least expensive, UPS or post office. But lately, for almost the last several packages I've mailed for different reasons, not for this. Well, actually, that's not true. Some of this was to you folks. The difference between UPS and post office has been 15 cents. The post office is usually 15 cents more expensive than UPS, but they're only about a mile from my house, whereas the UPS store is 7 or 8 miles, maybe 9. So I might, if you have a preference, if you've said, oh, UPS in my neighborhood is terrible or post office is terrible, and you think you'd rather have it come by UPS or a post office, it doesn't matter to me. They're usually so close in price, it doesn't matter. So I can do either. I'm always going into town anyway, so UPS is not a big deal. But if you have a preference, I'm just telling you, let me know, and I'll deal with that. So when I quote you a shipping price, it usually is the lowest price, but not necessarily. And I'll give you the lowest price, regardless of whether it's UPS or post office. So, and I see Kelly in at $8. So we're going to say going once. Oops. Let me going once. Going twice. Last call. And I did on Facebook. I posted this really interesting thing that somebody did. They apparently their mother was a huge collector of glass ornaments, and she just couldn't part with them. But she really didn't have a need for them. But she ended up going out and buying curtain rods and putting them on her window, the little tiny round ones, little tiny round curtain rods, and hanging the ornaments in the window. Like 4 layers of them. It's pretty cool. Somebody posted it on Facebook, and I thought it was a really cool thing that they did. But thank you, by the way, Kelly. Thank you, sold to Kelly. Let me put this right there. It's a safe place right there for him. Let me write that down. Okay. Oh, let's do some jewelry again. Let's see here. Oh, I haven't done this yet. So I'm going to go with a combination jewelry Christmas again. This is a pin. I did look this one up because I didn't know much about it. Bring the camera down here. And it is marked Smithsonian Avon on the back. Now, I hope that's coming out pretty well. Let me shuffle one thing here so I can get the light on there a little better. And I'll bring it up closer to the camera here. But so I'm going to call this a gold tone Christmas pin, and I'm going to tell you what surprised me, how much, again, what this was going for. But I'm going to pass again the savings on to you, and you can make some money on this if you want. But I'm only going to ask $9. I saw it going for multiple of that, let's just say. And so this is what the pin looks like up close. Let me see if we can get it without too much glare here. It is a 2-piece pin. So you can see it's got the piece hanging there. And it's marked Smithsonian Avon. Right there. You can see. That'll focus. Come on, focus. on my left, on the left side of the screen, it says Smithsonian in the long word, and this right below it says Avon. I just can't get the focus right. But anyway, it used to be an Avon lady. That's cool. Yeah, our neighbor down the road was my wife's Avon lady for years when she was younger. But there's the pin. But this one says Smithsonian Avon, so I'm not sure why. Yeah, I remember that happened a couple of years ago, right, where it got sold to or picked up by another company. So this still in existence. It's just a new owner. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so this is the bottom pin is a little angel with a ribbon, and the top pin is a bell with the holly. There we go. I had to think about it for a second. Boy, I hate that. When you get older, these sometimes the simplest words escape you. Anyway, okay. Well, there it is. That's that. I'm going to go with another piece of jewelry right after that, I think. I gotta get it out of the bag. What did I do with the bag? Okay. All right. No interest in that. Oh, you're going. Oh, I see you. Yep. $9. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Marlene. Okay. Thank you. We'll say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did see somebody asking, I think, close to $30 for it. So that's a good deal. Write your name on that. I'm trying to get better about how I record things. So the actual plastic bag I put everything in, and I think the folks who have gotten stuff from me recently have realized that I write your name on everything. So, okay, let's do some more jewelry. This is a necklace. We'll get that message off the screen. Yeah, I know you're not a reseller. I know. But, I just let you know. Okay, so this is paper or something stuck on there. Hang on. Let me get that off of there. There we go. So this looks like it's kind of a combination of some pinkish, purplish beads. They are cold to the touch, but I'm assuming they're glass and not stone. And they have little gold tone beads in between each. I'll show it up close here better, but we're going to start. I'm going to call this a I think they're glass beads. I think they're I'm going to call this the pinkish glass bead necklace. I'm going to start this at $6. I'll show it up close here, get you a better view of it. I'm trying to get my camera. My camera, for some reason, lately has been darkening things. I'm not sure why. So that's the largest bead at the bottom, and you can see the gold tone beads that are in between. And You see why they're cold. It's definitely cold to the touch. But I don't think they're stone. I think they're glass. And it looks like about, I'd say, let's just get a length for you here. Looks like about 11 inches drop. That's, so what was that, 22-inch roughly length? Okay. There. Show it better. Yeah, we did. We did do the apple picking. It was brief though. The orchard we went to had been had a rough year, and so there was they were limiting the quantity of apples that were being picked. But we got what we wanted, so and made some stuff with it already. I think there were some orchards that did well, and we went to another one later on, and they were doing much better. But it wasn't a family thing; it was just my wife and I, and we got some more apples there. We just wanted some Macintosh apples, and the other place we got a combination of Golden Crisp and I guess Macintosh as well there as well. But they have a nice variety there, and we go there every year. But they just had a rough year this year. So we know the family a little. I don't know the family at all personally, but I mean it's a family-run operation, so we like to support it. So okay, we're gonna pass on this one. And get that out of the way. And let's see here. What was I just about to show you? I just said something and I lost track of what I was doing. Oh yeah, I have this really cute item that somebody modified. It's not a serious modification, but I think I showed it at the end of my last auction, but I never got around to actually asking, if anybody was interested in purchasing it. It's got, I believe that's called, I think that's Waylon Jennings on there. And that's been stuck on there. Originally this was not a thing with his picture on it, but somebody put it on there. And so what this really is a comb and mirror set. Interestingly enough, right? So that's what it is. It's just a novelty item, right? So, but yeah. So yeah, my wife made a lot of applesauce and one apple pie. So, but anyway, so comb / mirror set. We'll start this at I don't know, $5. Anybody's interested. So I'll bring it up close here. You can see it. There's gold Waylon. It's just a sticker somebody put on there. So this comes out. There's a comb. I think you just push on it here and pop it out, and then the mirror's underneath. I don't want to do that. I'm probably gonna ruin it. Made in Hong Kong. Okay. So anyway, kind of a cute little thing. But like I say, if you're looking for a novelty gift for someone or a stocking stuffer, there you go. It's plastic. It's all plastic. And I'm trying to get this camera up, so there we go. See it better. The lighting. There we go. Get my hand out of there. It is unusual. I forget where this came from even. I've already had it for a little while, but I didn't realize at first when I picked it up that that was the picture on there was Waylon that it was added later. And I just went to look this up online to see, kind of curious about it, and it didn't show the whaling the thing on there. And I said, "Oh, somebody added that." So I think I picked this up at a yard sale somewhere. But anyway, okay, no, we'll pass on that. Let's see, a unique item. Okay, let's see. Let's do another scarf. I've got another silk scarf. And this one is also Liberty. It's a lighter color. I'm looking for the tag. There it is. It's another Liberty scarf. Made in Italy. It says dry clean only, by the way. 100% silk. Oh, camera. Sorry. I guess you call this a what color? It's got yellow and I hate to say brown, but I guess that's kind of what it is. And this one's also $8. If there's any interest. I'm going to say, yep, same size as the other one, pretty much. I'll switch cameras so you can see the whole pattern. Just give me a second. I think it's only fair that you see the whole thing, as much as I can do. So you see it's got this central pattern, square in the center, sort of like, and then the edges. Seems to be in really good condition. I didn't see any damage anywhere. But let's see, Marlini at 8. We're going to say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold. And there you are, another silk scarf for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's do this one. Another necklace. And we'll give them to the purses and stuff. And then some more Christmas stuff. And I may do, if well, it's holiday week, so probably won't be doing anything during this week. I might, but I can't rule it out. I'm just going to see if this is a manufacturer's name on this. So this looks like it, I would say, is a. Is it caught up on there? Hang on. Sorry, it's got a little tangled here. I'm just trying to untangle it. So, I wish I had my board handy. I think it is somewhere. I was looking to see if I had my necklace board handy, but I don't see it. Anyway, this is kind of a copper with some green. And these don't feel necessarily cold to the touch, but there's some green and some blue in there. Kind of a coppery color. And you flip these over so you can see the pattern. And a double strand here, as you can see. Necklace. So I'm going to call this a copper and oops. It looks like copper tone. I'm going to call it copper tone. And bead necklace. We'll start this at $6. there's any interest. And I'll try and get it up close here. I think this is going to be about 18-inch, but let me double check on that. It might be more. Yeah, I would say 18. And so to bring it up close, to kind of give you a better look of the material. If I can get it to hang on my hand here, hang on a second. I said I was looking for my board, but I don't see it handy. Maybe if I do it this way, give you a better idea of the feel. How it looks. I can't get the camera any closer, unfortunately, but it kind of gives you an idea of. There we go. Colors and copper tone there is to it. Kind of a copper, almost brass like color to it. I see Marlini at 6. It's frustrating when I know I just had all that stuff close by, so I could grab it if I needed it. Now I don't know what to do with it. Let me double check. See if it's within reach. Okay. Well, I see Marlini at 6, so we're going to say going once. Going twice. Last call. And sold to Marlini for $6. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me write your name on that. And I can move down on the board as well here. There, that's written down. Okay. Yeah, I think it's time to. Let's see here. Let's do. Just trying to decide what to do next here. Give me a second. Oh. Cute. Let me double check this one. Okay. Well, we have a Kate Spade. How's that? We'll bring that up. And it's just a small little Kate Spade, not a biggie. This is a what do they call it? Hearts. Kate Spade, New York Cameron Street Hearts wallet. I'm just going to call it a Kate Spade wallet. Oops. I thought I was typing it. No, I wasn't typing it. Comments. And hey, what they want for these things? Crazy, stupid. I'm not going to ask that. That is ridiculous. I am going to start this at $9. Kate Spade goes for a lot of money. I don't know why that is. It has the Kate Spade name on the inside, New York. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And the little emblem there. It looks brand new. I mean, I don't see any dirt or stains on it. Let's make sure the zipper works. Yeah. This thing is very stiff material, whatever it is. I see Marlene at 9. Yep, I'm sure. Yep, I'm sure. I'm passing the savings on to you. I think I saw somebody trying to sell these for about twice that. And I usually go for 50% of what I see it going for. So it's not really big, as you can tell. It's, what is it? Maybe 8 inches across? 7. 7 inches across, 4.5 inches tall. So, and nobody else bidding. So, oh yeah. Some of this stuff is ridiculous. I saw some Kate Spade in our local thrift store, and lately they've been asking full retail for these things. They know what they're worth. Not when I say full retail, I mean retail for a used item, not for new. But they must be looking them up online and saying, "Oh, no, somebody's asking $1,000 for this thing." So that's crazy. Yeah. Thing is, people who buy stuff at thrift stores generally out there to spend that kind of money. So we're going to say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold them Marlene for $9. Trust me, I'm making money on it. So, not a problem. Thank you. No, I didn't steal it. It's just that some people at yard sales don't know what they have. Okay, let's see. We have done. We'll do for some earrings again, I think, right? Let's do some earrings. Oh, I haven't done any bracelet tonight. Let's do a bracelet. And I got some, at least one anklet too. Let's do a bracelet. So I've got one in here that's kind of green, and I think these are glass. Although when my wife first saw it, she thought they might be, they're an emerald color. So, and it's small. I would say this. Let me get the length on it for you here. I would say this is, maybe not as small as I thought. Hard to tell until you split lengths, but I'm not going to include the clasp. So it's 7-inch, maybe 7.25. So, okay, so that gives you an idea of the length. It has silver tone in between. And you see how it's, when you move it in the light, you can see some banding and that kind of stuff. So it's got an emerald color to it. And when she first saw it, she thought that's what might be emerald chips, but it's not. It's cold. It is definitely cold to the touch. But it is definitely not emerald. But it's very similar in color. So let me see. What did she say we should ask for this one? So I'm just going to call this the green glass bracelet. We'll start this one at $5. And it's got this kind of a hook and eye clasp, like that. So, I say it's green. It's got this. They say it's got this very interesting shimmer when you get it in the light. See how you can see the banding when you move it in the light? That's what told her when she first picked it up and said, "Oh no, that's not emeralds. Emeralds wouldn't do that. The way the light moves in it, it's glass, but it's very pretty. If it was emerald, it'd be a lot more than $5." I may not even see it here in action. I may have tried to solve it online. Okay, now let's see. Where am I forgetting here? All the things. I think I showed that last time, so don't do that. Let's go with another ornament after this. Okay. Oh, another Santa ornament. Okay. Okay. Well, no interest in that. That's fine. We will pass. And put it back in its little bag. And there's another ornament from Hallmark. This one is from the year 2005. And there's the box. And what do they call this one? They call this one Santa's Magic Sack. So, whoops, what did I do wrong? We'll start this one at $6 also. And let's take them out of the box. Oh, this is different. I did not know this on this one. I think this one is an ornament you can light up. I say that because when I see the instructions on the box. Yes. So, there's Santa. And on the top of the box, it shows how to hook them up to your lights. You can put one of your Christmas lights inside here on the bottom to light them up. And there's this little hook right there to hang him up. He's got a jingle bell earring there. Again, this apparently is brand new. I see no wear on this at all. It was wrapped in its little bag of bubble wrap. And I see Kelly at 6. So yeah, I've seen a few of these ornaments in the past with the where you can hang them up, plug them into. You don't have to, but it was the option of putting a light bulb inside from your lights on your tree. So, and if you get LED ones, it's probably not a problem. I don't know if I'd want to do it with incandescent. They get a little hot. But I will say going once, going twice. Last call. So to Kelly for $6. There we go. Thank you. Let me put him back in his bubble wrap. Let me write your name down. Thank you, Kelly. And let's put that over in the pile here. Let's see here. Okay, well, I've been putting this off for long enough. I think we will go. Oops, I gotta hang on. There's this. Let's go with the sack. And this is leather. Get back at the camera because this thing's big. There. I apologize for the mess on the side, but I gotta try to get this thing in focus for you guys. And this one a little more. There we go. So it is called the sack. There it is right there on the inside, the sack. It's kind of a leather exterior with this very interesting woven handle. And it has a zippered pocket on the inside here. I don't know if this is... I did not see any significant wear on this. I don't believe it's new, but I did not see any. Maybe a little bit. That could be just design. There's a little bit of wear on one strap right there, and there it says the sack again there. But otherwise, pretty decent shape. Oops, let me get this message on here. So I'm going to, am I spelling that right? S-A, right? Yeah, S-A-K, right? Just S-A-K. I'm going to call it, I guess this is a toad. It's big, and it's pretty sizable here. I got to start this. I got to start this one at $18. It would. I would normally ask even more, but it's got a little bit of wear in a couple spots. But they're not that noticeable. So, no, it's not vintage. No, it's not vintage. No, I agree with that. But it is definitely leather. Body 100% leather, trim 100% polyester chloride, polyester blend, trim 100% cotton, lining 100% polyester. Drawstring is scarlet. Okay, it's interesting. And there's two. There's the zipper pouch on the inside and a couple of smaller pouches with little elastics on them in there. So, like I said, there's a little bit of wear on the strap. Or is that, maybe that's intentional? I don't know. But it is really, really well made. But there's some wear on the strap, and otherwise it would be, it would be well a lot more than that. It wasn't for the wear on the strap. You see some wear on the strap here and there in a couple spots. So, leather. Okay, well, no interest in that. That's okay. I didn't realize about the wear on the strap until today, actually, when I looked at it again. So, otherwise, I might have put it out on eBay. Alrighty. We will say we'll pass on that and switch to another Christmas item. So I think it's also new in box. A Christmas House of Lloyd around the world love light votive. So I'm just going to call this a Christmas. Well, Christmas, right? Votive. We'll start this at $4. I have no idea what these are really worth. Made in China. It's in the box. It's all original packaging. it's still, I never even, this is the first time opening it actually. There's the glass part there, this part here in that section, and then the bottom section is the base, as you can see. So anybody interested in something like that? Good for a window display. I guess we could put a electric candle in there, I suppose, or I don't want to take it out of the box. It's really packed in there tight. Let me see if I can get this in. Let me show you it even comes with a candle. So there's the candle, little photo candle. And there's the glass. Looks okay. I don't see any cracks or chips. Put that back in the box. And if I were to ship this, I would probably pack this a little better than what they've done. Again, something I got for next to nothing, so thought I'd pass the savings on to you. If there's any interest. If not, we will go to some jewelry. Let's see here. What's next? This anklet. I think I'll go with that. Oh, gee, I almost forgot. You know what? I'm going to go to something else. I'll save the anklet, but we'll get to that. All right, we're going to pass on it. Oh, you want it for $4? Okay, sure. So to nominee for $4. Nope, nobody else is bidding, and I'm just going to move it along. So let me write that down. Thank you. Okay, I have quite a selection of silver rings, and they're all guaranteed silver. We even went to the effort of trying to clean them up a little bit. So I'm going to say this may be the one exception. I remember I said I wasn't going to do multiples. I think what I'm going to do is going to do it for choice, which is different. So high bidding is to choose one or more of these rings. I'm trying to figure out the best way to show them. Let me do this. I'll have to get my mandrel out to give you the sizes and stuff. But okay. Let me see if I can hang on. Give me a minute there. I'm going to lower the camera even more if I can. I'm trying to get a better direct shot. There. Sorry. I should have done this in the first place with the camera. Okay. So I've got 5 different sterling silver rings. I want to show these 2 first. That one actually look better this way. I'll give you the sizes and then what I'm going to ask for them. Okay. And I'll actually show you. I don't remember where I got these, more to be honest. Okay, so this one looks like it's about a size 7. Get it to focus. Just to show you, it's a size 7. And it's all just silver. It's not. There's not a stone. It just makes it look like it's a stone here. This one is a size 8. Just a little over the 8 mark. So not quite 8 1/4. Why is this not want to focus to me? There we go. A little better. This one is a size 6. No, no, take that back. It's about 6 3/4. The next one's a size 6 1/4, almost 6 1/2. That one has a enamel. It's not a stone. It's just enamel in the center of it. And the last one here I have is a 7 3, almost an 8. No, it is an 8. It just needs to be. Yeah, it is an 8. Now it's got like a little rose pattern in it. Okay, so yeah, I'll what I'm going to do is I'll show them again, but I'll put them on my finger because they will fit. Yes, they're all 925. Okay, so I'm going to say sterling 925 rings for choice to high bidder, starting at $10. Okay, so let me go through them again. This time I'll put them on my finger so you can see it better. I think that focuses better when it's on a finger. Let me get this other stuff out of the background so it doesn't throw it off. Stay on my finger. I don't want to push it on because if it gets past my knuckle, it won't come off. So here's the one. I'm going to call this number 1 here. There's the second one I showed. There's the one with the enamel. The one with the flower-like pattern, I'll call it. And yeah, silver's up to around 40 something, I think, an ounce now. And another one with a rose, a flower-like pattern. I used to have a perfect display for showing rings, and I don't know what I did with it. I think I gave it away or sold it. So, yes. So I see Kelly at 10. If there's no other bids. And if you want to see something again, just please tell me. So I'll be more than happy to bring it back again. Let me get the lighting better. I'm trying to get the lighting so that they show, you can see the pattern. These two look pretty much the same, don't they? Yeah. Those the last two. I guess it's pretty similar. Alrighty. You want to say going once? Going twice? Last call. Okay, Kelly, which one or ones we want? And we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'll verify that for you. I'll show you what they are. The last one is this. Next to the last one is looks like 7. I'd say it's right. Yeah, right at 7 3/4. And this one is. I'm trying to make sure it's on a good snug. 6 3/4. Can you see? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get that so you can see the number. There. Not a problem, Kelly. Not a problem. No, I'm not in a hurry. think I'm going to grab another drink of water. So 7 3/4, and I said, and 6 3/4 on that one. And I can show it again if you wish. You can see that's the 8 mark. And it's not focused. For some reason, my thing has been really kind of fluky lately, but it's not 8. 8 is the next mark down. So it's 7 3/4. 2 through 5. Okay, so this is the one you don't want. There's this one here. Okay, wow. All right. Let me get a bag to put those in. Write your name on them. The first one? Oh, yeah, sure. Hang on. First one is 7 1/4. It could be 7 1/2. If I push it hard, it gets to 7 1/2. So yeah, it's 7 1/2. You're right. I didn't push it down hard enough. Did try to clean them as best we could, by the way. So they're not. They might be a little tarnished from the inside, but you still want 2 through 5. So I'm going to write that down. There. Thank you. Thank you. And you want the first one. Okay. Kelly, Marlene. Okay. Let me write that down. Put on both of yours. Oops, not that. And thank you, Marlene. And thank you, Kelly. Oh, it's a gift, of course. Nice. Yeah, these might be. I think these were from the jewelry business from years ago. I think. Be careful. Let me just leave this right here. Okay. All right, that was the jewelry. Let's go. This is a more recent one. I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, wait a minute. That's fine. Well, let's go with this. Another Hallmark keepsake, Father Christmas. Yeah. I'm going to take him out of the box. Oops. Put my camera, be nice. And I'm going to take him out of the box. This one's from 2014, so a little more current. And the different style of packaging where they put it in plastic. Let's see if it's. Hang on a second. Let me just set the box down here. So I don't know if this one will stand on its own. That's why I'm trying to be careful here. Okay, it will. Okay. Wow, he's pretty tall. Okay. Yeah. And this one is considered more collectible from what I could tell. So I'm not going to ask a lot more for Father Christmas, but I'm. We're going to start him at $8. he's a little more desirable, but apparently, from my brief, and I do mean brief research. There's the back. He's got this little scroll of paper in his backpack here, carrying a wreath. Fur. This feels like faux fur here on here. Kind of nice. It's just 2014 thing. I see Kelly at 8. And then there's a hook on the top, kind of hidden in the fur here, to hang him up, to place him up by. Again, these. I think most of these that we've been getting are never been used, or they're really well taken care of, one or the other. So, good list and naughty list. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. Okay, well, we're gonna say going once, going twice. Yeah, it says on the box how much you bought in, but usually they have a little bit of write up or something, but they don't. Yeah, and the box there's a little bit of minor damage on the corner of the box, but last call. Sold to Kelly for $8. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You write that down. Now you gotta write the rings down here too. There. Didn't write that down. Okay, let's put him back in his nice little plastic package here. Unbox. I will put a little tape on that corner where it got damaged, just to keep the box from getting any further damage. I hope the folks that I think some of the folks that are here tonight should have gotten some packages from me recently. Hope they arrived okay. Let's see. I'm running out of places to put this stuff down. Okay, let's do some jewelry again. Let's take this one next. A hematite necklace. Long one. Looks like about 18 to 20 inch, maybe. Let's say, with a barrel clasp. So let's get that on there with a little turtle. It is. This is something right in my face. Bug or something. Anyway, it looks like turquoise, but it's not. I'm just going to be right up front. It is not. So I'm just going to call this a hematite necklace. I'm going to keep it at that, and we're just going to start this at. Did she say she wanted this? Oh, that's a good deal here. $6. Oh, one of those stupid ladybugs. Well, fake ladybugs. We have these bugs that look like a ladybug, but they're not. They're an Asian beetle of some sort. They're They're an invasive, non-native species, and every once in a while, when the wood stow's going, they pop out. Okay, so this is hematite with a barrel clasp, and like I say, this is just it does feel a little cool to the touch, but not cold. It's definitely not cold. But all the hematite is definitely cold. There's a couple of pearl-like beads here, and turquoise-like beads here, but nothing in the range of. Yeah, if this was turquoise, believe me, I would know, and it's not. So. Oh, well, good, Kelly. Yeah, I I may have, looked up a few of them, but I didn't look up all. But there's a couple that I knew just from some of the ones we've had in the past. Um, some of you may recall I had that estate stuff I was selling for a while, and there was a ton of Hallmark stuff in that. And I did sell some of that, and in the process, I did some research on Hallmark ornaments because I wanted to make sure I gave the guy I was giving selling stuff for, gave him a reasonable price. And so, but yeah. Okay, well, we'll pass on the hematite. That's alrighty. Oh yeah, I said I was going to show the anklet next. I think we'll do that. Find the bag for this. So I have this anklet, and my wife said that the beads on this anklet cleaned up like silver. So I'm going to we'll go on saying that they very likely could be silver, and or silver plate. But she said it felt they cleaned up more like silver than silver plate. Excuse me. Dropped my bag. I was putting things in. There it is. And so I think we will call this an anklet. Oops, anklet. Spelling that right? Yeah, I guess I am. With silver beads. We're going to start this at $8. I'll show it up close here in a second as soon as I put this other item away. Try to keep myself as organized as possible. I'll spend hours cleaning up after my auction. Okay, yeah. All right. So it's got these little bell-like. This is hook and eye type clasp, and then these little beads. Oh, and man, it's cold. They are cold to the touch. And it's got the seed beads in between, and pink and green and yellow, and a couple of stone chips it looks like as well. Just a simple little anklet. No, they look like bells. They like not like quarter bell, but similar to that. But they're not. They don't make any noise. So yeah, well, actually, I've been slowly working on getting my wife to get involved, and at some point she will. She will definitely get involved. We'll get there at some point, but not yet. Not yet. Okay, what did I do with that? Okay. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, we're going to pass on that then. Yeah, I know. Putting bracelets on my hairy wrist is not ideal. Not ideal. Or for that matter, on my hands for rings. But, okay. Oh, let me see. Do we want to do any more purses? I guess we'll do another one. Let's see what we got here. Is this a brand? No. Oh, it is. Oh. Okay. We got a Nicole Miller piece. Oh, show you. Let's do that. I'll drop my pen. Okay. So this is I believe they call a crossbody bag from Nicole Miller. Seems to be in pretty good condition. I didn't see any damage or wear on anything. I don't think it's leather or anything like that. Let's see if it's tag says anything. Just says made in China. 100% PVC. Okay, kind of figured that. Although this feels like cloth on the inside, but it's kind of a tan color, zippered top. Oops, the camera's not showing it. Sorry. I thought the camera was pointing at it, and here I am trying to show it, and I'm not even close. So let's see here. Crossbody, I think they call it, right? We'll start this one at 7. That sounds fair? I think that's fair. So it's got a really long strap, hence why I know it's a crossbody. Is the zippered part, like I said, I demonstrate that always to show you that it is. There's the tag inside here, and where it says Nicole Miller is right there, and a little embroidered or printed thing, Nicole Miller in New York. It's and it's just one there, and there's the kind of a, I don't know what you call that, zebra print. No, that's not really. On the inside. Sorry, the string that's on there, that's the tag I had on it. If there's any interest in that. Okay. I gotta do some more earrings, huh? I haven't done a lot of earrings tonight for some reason. I don't know why. I'm looking to see what I got here. Oh, geez, I almost forgot about these. I gotta definitely do these. There's the Nicole Miller, and I'm gonna do some earrings next here. I'm just gonna get them out of the bag and put them on proper display. There we go. I didn't know what these were until my wife said, hey, there's writing on the back. So, okay, I'll take a look. All right, we'll pass on this one. And we'll come down to this guy and hide that. And I'm going to tell you what these are in just a second here. I'm typing it in. These are Danforth pewter earrings, and I am giving you a really good deal on these as well, I think, or at least for starting bid here. I'll show you the backs here in a minute. So, because they're Danforth pewter, that kind of tells you what the material is, I suspect, right? So there it is up close, and see if I can get that. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Hang on, let me just get my hands steady as best I can do here. And get the glare off of it. Focus. Come on. Nope, it just isn't going to work for me here. I'm not going to be happy with me. Let me see if I can do it this way. It says on the bottom of that earring, Danforth pewter. You just kind of take my word for it, I guess. But it is there. And that is the pattern that they have. If you comp this, you'll see this is a pretty good deal. So I see Kelly at 10. And I was surprised. I mean, I got these at a good deal. So I'm passing the savings on to you as best I can. And I don't see anybody else, so we're going to say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold to Kelly for $10. Thank you, Kelly. You were really. I saw these going for a multiple of that value. So just so you know, on eBay, whether they get that actual price. I always hate it when they do that. They list the price, but they don't tell you what the actual sold for sometimes. And it drives me nuts sometimes. I have to look up this actual sold value on items, and it takes time to do that sometimes. But if they're asking that, it usually means that there's probably somebody getting that same price for it. All right. Well, guess what I have one more left of, and that is the scarves. And we'll show you. It's another silk scarf. Is it the same brand? I don't know. Let me look here, see if I can find a manufacturer's name on it or somewhere. I don't think it is. No, the tag was damaged, looks like. So because of that, it is silk. I guarantee it's silk. And what was I getting for the other ones? 8. I can't find a tag on this one. I thought I had a tag on this one, but I can see what the tag was. So we'll just show it when we fold it up again here. And bring up the camera. And down. And there's another silk scarf. Okay, I'm going to call this a silk scarf without tag. I could not find a tag on it or anything. It's not another one of those Liberties, because those had the name Liberty right on the edge of this, right on the scarf itself. So I'm looking to see if there's a name anywhere. But I'm going to show you this full what it looks like, and I'm going to start this. What was I getting for the other ones? 8? Is that what I was getting? Yeah. Okay, so we'll drop this one down to 6. Only because I just don't know. I don't have. I can't. There's never tag. But I know it's silk. I absolutely know it's silk. But I'll show you the pattern so you can see it, what it looks like. Very pretty, I think. So there's the edge. And there's the pattern in the center. Hope that gives you a better idea what it looks like. Okay, switch back to the other camera. Boom, boom. And I see Marlene at 6. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Well, you'd think it was a Russian design. They do have a flowery patterns and stuff. It is a pretty one, yeah. I say, but there was a spot on the edge where the tag. You can see where there's a remnant, a piece of a material where the tag was, but I don't think it got damaged. It just the tag got caught or something. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold to Marlene for $6. Thank you. Let me write it down. There. Okay. Where are we? Oh yeah. Just go with another Christmassy thing. Not an ornament this time. This is a Holy Family tea light, and the box is damaged. I'll show you that on the back. You can see on the side too a little bit. So I don't know if it was ever used, if just the box got damaged. It doesn't. I'm actually seeing it for the first time myself, but it looks like it's okay. Oops, over there. And I don't see any chips. I'm looking for chips mix or anything like that. I think the brownish, you see that, is just the staining they used to get the effect. And it is made in China, but it's a tea light, so you can see in the back where the tea light would go, and then they vent it here with in the back. To be honest, I have no idea what that is. It says candle not included. Hand painted and glazed ceramic in natural tones from Kirkland's Potter's Garden. That's what it says. Okay. So they call it the Holy Family Tea Light. We'll start this at, I don't know. I have no idea what to ask for this. I never even tried to look this one up. $7? I should have looked it up, I guess, but I always forget when I don't look up something. So I always forget. No, that's not a bad price. $7. I see Kelly at 7. Yeah. So we'll say going once. Oh, cool. That's cool. Your sister. Okay. Going twice. Last call. And sold to Kelly for $7. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah. They did wrap it in quite a bit of bubble wrap, so that's a good thing. But I'll definitely wrap it up even more. Well, as much as I can fit in the box, I guess. I said the box is a little beat up, but that's interesting. Huh. Yeah. Okay. And let me write that down. I gotta find a safe place to put that. Okay. Oh, yeah. The box was beat up, but it didn't. It looks like it was. I don't think it was ever used. I didn't see any staining. I guess it's got that brownish color, but that's the toning that they put in it. So here's a necklace. Let's do a necklace. Somebody's texting me. Uh-oh. My wife. I'll be asking how things are going. Yeah. Let me just respond to her. There. Okay. Necklace. Pink. Necklace. And I believe these are glass. I think I know they're glass. And this is a Leah Sophia. So, we're going to start this one at $7. And this will probably really, I am going to try and wrap this up. So must be the dog needs to go out. So, I mean, I will do some more auctions. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, let me sell this up close. You can see the, it says Leah Sophia on here somewhere. There it is. There's the Leah Sophia name. It looks like it's about 16-inch with an extender. It feels cold enough that you think it's glass with some pearl-like pieces in between. So, okay. Well, like I said, I'm going to have to wrap it up here. I was planning on quitting it between 10:30 and 11 anyway, so we will pass on that. Big. Oh, we must be talking about the red one. I did not bring that up. It was in that box, but it will be in the next one. I know the one you mean. I don't have it handy. I don't think. I brought that box. Give me a second. I'll look real quick to see if it's close by. No, I don't see it nearby. But oh, you'll take this for $7? Okay. All right. Sold $2 for $7. Yeah, gotcha. Thank you. Okay, and write that down, and we will call it a day, an evening. And let me switch cameras real quick here just to say goodbye. And I will say thank you to everybody for being here. And for those that were just lurking, that's fine. I hope we entertained you. And maybe if there's something you think you would hope I would have for you, let me know that. I said at the beginning, I have toys. I do have toys. I do have clothing even. I have lots of sport fishing lures. I have comic books. I have. Oh, let me leave that light on. I have vinyl albums and all kinds of miscellaneous things. Everything, stuffed toys, stuff. Various collectibles and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, all kinds of interesting stuff. I'll be posting some new stuff out on eBay, so please check out my eBay channel. And yes, it was nice to see everybody in the chat. And thank you for your purchases. And you all have a blessed Thanksgiving coming up this week. And I will be back maybe next Sunday or maybe sooner. I don't know. We'll see. But I will definitely put some previews out there if I'm doing something. And I may start using the email information I have about just folks as well, and to send out emails letting you know in advance as well, if I can do that. So, again, have a blessed Thanksgiving, and we will see you next time, Lord willing.